Let me tell you the truth. Even I have been guilty of. You know the song Ironic, right? Isn't it ironic? And how all her selves in the car was free, fun-loving, joking, like just free and seeming not serious. Free as in happy and able to joke, able to laugh, able to be what we are not. Because the more serious people, the ones that carry their struggles, still hold, but are a little more rigid or a little more serious. And more of a Raphael, so to speak, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. More of a Raphael. And yes, I can totally relate to him. I always was able to, but I can relate to a lot. The thing is, though, when we see people that are just goofing off and joking and seeming like they don't get it, but actually the truth is, and I thought about this came into my mind because I feel too much, and I also think too much, and whether I like it or not, I'm always trying to decipher something. So it's very busy up here. The thing is, you can't make it as far as you've gone without knowing the darkness, the troubles, the heartbreak. You know, you can't make it as far as you've gone without knowing that, or knowing someone that is close to you that has gone through it. But they choose this because it's like, okay, so let's put it this way. You call them out. You call that person out who's just like joking around and stuff and acting like, it's no big deal or whatever, or something that they can joke about or whatever. That's their defense mechanism, okay? That's their defense mechanism. They're still choosing laughter. They're still choosing to be alive. Just more in, oh man, that isn't like us. Okay? And you know what? They feel it too. And really, honestly, the best thing that they could say to us, what? I already understand all these things, but I'm still choosing to laugh. I'm still choosing to live. What? You want me to be just as unhappy as you are? Think. They know it too, and it fucking sucks. But they're going a different route about it. You think a person in this world isn't insecure? Well, maybe some people are, but it's all about genetic chemicals in the brain, I guess. I don't know. I don't have those answers. But I will say this. We're all different. We all feel things. It's just we go about it differently. Even when it comes to loss. Some people go numb, like I can. And let me tell you something about being numb. All right? You will, whenever you know that you are numb and it doesn't feel right, because it isn't you, you're going to try to cling on to anything to make you feel again. Anything. If it makes you feel again, you'll grab on to anything. Just so you can be alive and feel. Because it feels wrong, especially whenever you notice it, that something is wrong. When you lose somebody close, you can go numb. Maybe not for everybody, but there are people out there, like myself, that can go numb. Even that beautiful song, a beautiful song that normally would give you cold chills, but you feel nothing. That was my telltale sign. Because I heard very beautiful music that normally would give me chills. But I felt nothing. And that was very odd. Very wrong for me. So I'm just saying, people who act goofy and stuff, that's their defense. That's their defense mechanism, and so that they don't wind up being like us, where we're so damn unhappy, but we're still trying. As I said, the best thing, if you ever confronted someone like that, the best thing that they could say back as a truth, I already know all this shit, but I'm still choosing to laugh. I'm still choosing to joke. I'm still choosing to live. I already know it, and it sucks. It sucks. So I'm doing my best to live my life, joking, teasing, just being alive. But I'm not ignorant to all this. What do you want? Do you want me to be just as unhappy and miserable as you are? Think. And this is coming from the guy that is on the more serious side. Yeah, sure, I can joke, I can be funny. I'm more silly, but I can also be funny. Rumor has it. I'm just saying. This coming from the guy that is more on the serious side. You know how long it's been since I actually watched a comedy. Comedy isn't really my forte. More into horror, action, thriller, drama. Why so serious? And I'm telling you, you can't make it as far as you have without knowing shit. It's just, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to be miserable? Serious? Depressed? Or are you going to still shine anyways? Knowing the truth, and it still freaking sucks, but you don't have to talk about it because it freaking sucks. You know it, but you're still going to live anyways. I'm just saying we can learn things through a different way. It's going to take time, yes, because we've brainwashed ourselves. Or, yeah, not the word actually brainwashed, but even though that's probably closer to the truth than I like to admit. No, we just actually seasoned ourselves into our own muck, I suppose. It's probably not even the right way to say it either. I don't know. Sometimes I have the words and other times I don't. I wish that I did have the words. But I don't always do. I'm just saying, I see that you know. I went a different route. But you chose smiles, jokes, living, able to laugh, able to joke a lot, but also behind all that, You already freaking know. As I said, we can't make it as far as we have come without knowing what things that can strike a person down. Even if it hasn't happened to you, but it most likely has. You're going to know someone close to you. Friend, family, cousin. You're going to find it out. You're going to figure it out because it matters. You saw it. You heard it. You felt it. I'm just putting it out there. Just in case if you didn't know. There are people who are serious like I can be. That notice that the whole, how we can put it, more serious of ignorance or blind, the way that it can be worded among us serious, so serious in people. It does not mean absent of knowing shit. It could just be hard to tell because a lot of times people tend to do that. Men and women, they, them, get-togethers and stuff like that, friends, wind up acting a fool. Acting all senseless. They're aware of shit. But it fucking sucks to talk about it. Other times it's just about just simply showing off and living your life based on other people's opinion of you. Trying to keep those score points. I'm just saying. But yeah, you can't make it this far without knowing what bullshit is out there that will knock you down. You're either going to live or you're going to get a little more serious. I'm just saying, everybody does things differently. I'm just letting you know I'm one among the ones that are serious, that realizes this. As I said, so I must always be thinking, coming up with new ideas and stuff. Even if I don't mean to, it just happens. And then I ponder it and think about it. And because I like to have an open mind. I'm just saying. I get it that you get it. And I also get it that you don't want to fucking talk about it. Because it does suck. Entirely.